Have you ever found something that doesn't make sense in Pokemon? I bet you have. And so have I. So let's take a look at some Pokédex entries that make no sense. You have often heard that ants are pretty smart, but it seems Game Freak didn't know that, because Durant's Pokédex entry says they attack in groups covering themselves in steel armor to protect themselves from Hitmore. Durant is only a steel type because they decided to use that to protect themselves from a fire type Pokemon. But the thing is, steel is weak against fire. So now fire type moves are 4 times super effective, since it is a bug type Pokemon. That doesn't sound so smart. Like, yeah, if Hitmore wants to eat them, it won't like eating steel, but it just needs to use its fire type moves to melt the steel and it's its favorite meal. And who knows, it may even add some flavor to it. If you want to protect from Hitmore, a rock type armor sounds like a better choice. That way fire won't be super effective and you might be able to learn some rocking moves along the way. Vullaby's Pokédex entry states, Vullaby's wings are short, so it can't fly yet. And yet, it is able to learn fly in every single generation after its introduction. Well, the rest of the Pokédex entry does say, but it jumps around dreaming of wide open skies. That just proves that nobody can't tell you can't do something. If you believe in yourself, you can make your dreams come true. Like, let's say you want to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. Who am I to stop you? Doduo and Dodrio have a speed contradiction. Turns out that the Pokédex states that Doduo runs at over 60 miles per hour, but its evolved form runs at 40 miles per hour. Which would be okay since there is nothing wrong with a Pokemon being faster than its evolution, but the thing is that Doduo's base speed is 75 and Dodrio's is 100. What gives? Dodrio's should be the fastest one, since its Pokédex entry in Pokemon Sapphire says, apparently the heads aren't the only parts of the body that Dodrio has 3 of. It has 3 sets of hearts and lungs as well, so it is capable of running long distances without rest. 3 hearts and lungs and Doduo is still faster. SOS battles are a feature introduced in Sun and Moon, but there are things that don't make sense to me around here. First, take a look at one that does make sense. Corsola's Pokédex entry says, pursued by Mareanie for the branches on its head, this Pokemon will sometimes snap its own branches off as a diversion while it escapes. And during a battle with Corsola, indeed, Mareanie shows up and attacks it instead of attacking you. But then we have Cubon's Pokédex entry in Pokemon Sun that says, when it thinks of its deceased mother, it weeps loudly. Mandibus that hear its cries will attack from the air. While Mandibus' Pokédex entry in Pokemon Moon says, it circles in the sky keeping a keen eye out for Pokemon in a weakened state. Its choicest food is Cubone. Don't you think that when you are battling a Cubone, Mandibus should appear? While it is not crying for its deceased mother, it is still crying and in a weakened state. So I don't understand why Mandibus doesn't appear when you are battling its choicest food. And there is another example of a situation like this. When you are in a battle with a wild Carving, there is a possibility that Sableye might appear. But Sableye's Pokédex entry in Pokemon Sun says it's a thing for gemstones, so it stalks Carving. Unfortunately, Gabite almost always grabs them first. Gabite doesn't appear at all when battling Carving, and yet the Pokédex states that Gabite almost always grabs them first. Actually, to add less sense into this situation, Gabite doesn't even appear in those caves. It appears in the desert. I don't know how to justify this. Now take a few seconds of your time to take a look at another fan art I got. This one was drawn by Galaxy Soup. It means a lot to me when someone takes their time to draw something for me. Thanks a lot, Galaxy Soup. That is all for today's video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. It helps the video to reach other fans. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys in the next video.